final genre of this podcast. Should I start a co-curricular, or should I really give time to co-curricular activities while I'm studying, or should I just, as my mom likes to say, focus on your studies?
You want to go first, because I feel like I've been going first all along.
Yeah, and I've even indicated that by just like tilting my body position.
Absolutely. Do you want to talk about it?
Wait, let me change. Switch like there. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think, bro?
Honestly, I think if you focus your entire life on studying, you'll feel like you wasted a bit too much time on studying. Like, yeah, you should focus on studying and get high grades and everything. But at some point, you overdid it. Maybe you should get some life experiences before going into life. Get an idea of how businesses work. Get an idea of how, you can make friends, how you can network with people, find connections. You should really, put yourself out there. You shouldn't just lock yourself inside a room and study 24/7, study. Unlike this guy who's been studying. Whenever I text him, every moment I text him, he's like, I'm studying.
No, listen. The reason I do that is that I use it as a cover whenever I don't want to explain what I'm doing to anyone. I'm not just don't want to talk, explain exactly what I'm doing, because sometimes just don't bother doing
that. But on his deathbed, yo bro, you okay?
Studying.
Just leave me to die.
Studying.
Just leave me alone for a second.
So like what are some co-curricular activities or side hustles that you started when you were in high school?
Well, other than side hustles and money and business, you should really get yourself into...
No, with you. What did you do?
What did you do?
I'm explaining. I'm explaining. Okay, so one thing I got myself into is exercising. I'm going to the gym.
Workouts.
Working out.
Gains, man.
And then when it comes to business, I've gone into various investments. Like I have a bit in Ethereum, BNB, PancakeSwap. I have some other businesses I've invested into. And other than that, I've been teaching a little bit.
Teaching?
Yeah, a little bit.
What have you been teaching?
He's lying. He hasn't been doing that.
What?
He's lying.
He's lying?
Oh, no. No, really. I taught a few kids from my neighbors. And
what did you teach?
I taught them like a private tutoring.
What subject did you teach?
They wanted math and English at first, and I'm not really the best
I have actually a question, because I was thinking about doing that at some point in my life, when my life still had meaning.
Okay, that's dark.
How did the parents of those kids actually have to look at your certificate and your qualifications?
No, they just heard that I'm a medical student. To damn.
I'm gonna go to medicine just for that reason.
Usually that's enough. If you have good referees, they don't really care.
That's true.
If you refer to the student by someone who the parents trust, then you're fine.
By good referee, you mean your parents, basically?
No.
Your father?
Anyone?
Your uncle?
No. It's not a marriage.
You mean your wali?
For example,
check out our marriage podcast.
Yeah.
Because you need to link a video to
another previous video. Anyway, do you have anything to add? Because I want to...
About what exactly?
About the question you were asked.
About what you should do as an investment, side hustles.
Yes.
Yeah, I just invested, taught a little bit, and I'm planning to invest and make myself, some more passive income than active income.
There's nothing like passive income. That's what I believe. I mean,
less active income. Let's put it that way.
All the work. Passive income is basically all the work, all the grind. You put it in the beginning. And then it follows.
Yeah.
So nothing really like passive income. You could say early active, later.
No, but it's but at the end of the day, you put way less effort than giving your entire day.
Or you can call it a retroactive income.
Damn, bro, yeah. I don't know these words. I am shook. Semi-active. Now that sounds like a New Testament truck stop.
No, but seriously, in general though, if you put some passive income or whatever, semi-active at first, and keep putting more and more, they'll accumulate into so much money you make per day that you don't really need to work anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm trying to accumulate these passive income sources so that later it will be easier for me.
That's true. Going on to me, I have, as I said before, at some point which I forgot, I started teaching when I was in grade 10, going to grade 11, something like that. So I was like, what, 15, 16 or so. And I wanted, at first, like, it's not really going anywhere the first year, right? I actually remember the first 5 months, or no, it was like the first 4 to 5 months, I made like 500 lira. And I was so proud that I had made like 500 lira by myself, with my own efforts, that I took all my family shopping. I bought them clothes for everyone.
This guy's generous, bro.
Yes.
You know, the first time I made my 1,000, I was in Malaysia, so I made 1,000 ringgit. Well, okay, being honest here, I didn't make it. It was a gift from someone.
That does not
I don't know why. In
count.
my head, I made it. Okay.
Does not. No.
My charming looks. You see the splendor and beauty. It made it. Okay. So I got 1,000 ringgit, and then I'm going with my dad outside in the shopping mall. He's like, Majid, do you want to treat and buy the family some stuff? I give him this look. I'm like, even though I didn't work for this money, please, no. I ended up buying 400 of that 1,000. To your family.
The way it works is that like the first 5 months, my family just, they let me have my own money because I worked for it. They didn't really want to take didn't really want to take money from me, but I wanted to help them out, so that's why I got them out. And we needed clothes. We didn't really have that many jackets, so we just went out, and then I bought them jackets and things like that. And then after that, like for the first year, it wasn't really that much money, but starting from like the year number 2, 3, 4, and go on. I think I've been making enough money to help my family in a way. So I have been trying to help, and they have been taking money from me, like for rent and the expenses and all. And I feel like going through all that has really made me grow in a sense, and that's gonna really help me in the future. So that's one thing that business. Do that if you can do it.
That's definitely. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
If you can do it, not just the money reward you're getting, it's also
it's not that.
You develop yourself.
Exactly. It's that you learn
more
how to do it in the future if you really
and how to do it while having something as equally important in your other hand. You know? Business here, studies here, equally important.
You learn many things. Yeah.
I strongly disagree with people who say that. If you've got YouTube going, for instance, or you've got something good going other than studies, you take that and you drop studies. You never drop studies. That's even if you have to delay for another 5 years for whatever reasons, it should always be on one of your agendas.
Yeah, because always whenever you watch some celebrity talking, he's like, one wish I would have done is when I got famous, I shouldn't have left education. You know, every celebrity said this, like, I shouldn't have left education.
I mean, a classic example is the fact you two are medical students, and if I asked you, like, okay, so this guy, he wants to teach my child quantum physics, what's his qualification? Doctor! La hawla wa la quwwata. Bring him here! I have 2 daughters, which one do you want? Which one? Choose!
And we're talking about that, I just wanted to mention that the one thing that you asked before is that how you find the students, and how does that look like?
Yeah.
What do the parents do to make sure that you're a good teacher in that sense? In my case, I had like connections with certain people in different schools, teachers, different people working in school, and when they referred the students to me, they didn't really ask any questions because they were assured by that person
that you will do a good job.
Exactly. So I haven't really had any issues with that.
That's amazing.